The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's been a hard day on the tools. Lads haven't even had a chance to talk about
eyes.
At school, we've been learning a lot of pointless dribble. Finally, I get to learn about
Harrison Ford and Hamish Blake's eyes.
It's been a hard day being Kerry Ann Kennelly too, and thank God it's 3 o'clock and I can concentrate on one thing.
Your eyes and everyone's eyes.
Thank you, Hamish and Andy's happy hour.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy with you, back for another happy hour. It's one topic per day on this show. Today the topic is eyes, Ham. Thanking everyone in advance for their correspondence, hamishandy.com/topics. That is your my key into the show.
Certainly is, Ando. And you know what? The eyes are the window to the soul. The my key to the soul, if you will.
Yeah.
And I think the eyes to say a lot about a person. For me, obviously with Harrison Ford's eyes...
Yeah, it says you're old, a bit gruff.
You're old, but you could be the president, and I like your archaeology work. Here's a little test for you, Ando.
Okay.
As a single man, which set of these 3 eyes do you find attractive?
Okay.
Just put them out on the table here. All taken from a girl. All taken from girls.
Well, one of them...
1, 2 or 3. Top, middle, bottom.
I'm going to go with bottom because I reckon it's a pig's eyes in the middle because there's black dots.
Who cares?
Now. And there's also what it looks like Darth Maul or another ogre's eyes.
What I
top.
know for sure is you just picked DJ Havana Brown's eyes at the bottom. Your celebrity crush. The eyes, the window to the soul. Ando, what was the top one? That's a witch, actually. Which pig, DJ Havana Brown? Still, the facts are you picked her out of a random lineup. Maybe the heart's telling the eyes what to do.
There's more to come on eyes, including a test.
Ooh, more science.
No, we'll start the science.
We've done a bit of science.
This. Topic today is eyes, Ham.
Yeah.
And
but if you're at the supermarket, use your eyes to find Latina, our good friends.
if you want.
You can use your hands, but you'll knock over a lot of stuff and the supermarket will be annoyed at you. Definitely use your eyes if you got them.
An email came in that's forced us to pull out a segment from our old repertoire.
Oh, yeah.
data ready. Experimental as anything. Engage science drive. Experimental as anything. Experimental as anything.
Yes, we're going to go experimental as anything, Ham, because a great experiment has sparked our interest. Happy Lassie Emily wrote in hamishandy.com/topic says, is it possible to sneeze with your eyes open?
Well,
some people say if you do, your eyes actually pop out of your head.
That is the old wives' tale, Ando. Now, I realise what we're about to go into here. We're going to try and make you sneeze with your eyes open.
I'm going to try and hold them open.
Hold them open. We realise that in success, your eyes will pop out of your head. What we're actually going for here, the best case scenario, if you're always going for a positive, is for your eyes to pop out of your head. That seems
No, I think the best case scenario for me is to sneeze with them open and we debunk the myth.
I always thought the best case scenario in experiments is to prove a theory rather than debunk. It's much more fun to prove.
Well, okay.
I mean, you get a lot more props in the scientific community for coming and going, guys, I know what E equals, rather than going, I know what it doesn't equal.
Do you reckon then if my eyes do pop out of my head, they'll be still attached? Like
they'll dangle. The optical nerve will be attached, and there's some veins and arteries.
And what's the idea? Is I won't be able to see what I'm doing. Probably I'll lose kind of perspective.
You might get some.
Would you then?
Can we get some tissues in here, please? I'll just wrap them in tissues.
But they were still hanging. So what would you mind just slipping them back up into my face?
Oh, I wouldn't try and slip them back up. We might have to try and make you sneeze again to sneeze them back in.
No, that's how it works.
Apparently, if you stand on your head and you get the hiccups, your eyes slip back into your head. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. I've got here a risk assessment form from Grumpy Dave, and he says we are allowed to do this from a legal standpoint.
Right, that's
so
nice.
you're covered. The station's got you covered.
So the idea being, everybody, in this experimental as anything, we're going to. I'm going to hold my eyes open.
Yep.
And what are you doing, Ham?
So I've got a straw.
You're in charge of making me sneeze.
I've got a standard bendy straw here. and I have bent it. What I want to do is blow pepper up your nose.
Seems like a lot, though, you put in there.
Well, I want to make you sneeze.
Okay.
And so I got a heck of a lot of ground up black pepper. I've filled up the smaller end of the bendy straw that's now bent, ready to go up your nose.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking. I lean over, I push it up.
I feel like you've just got a lot of TNT to remove a small shrub. That's my point.
Oh, wait, you've got to make sure that shrub's gone, though.
Okay. Don't put it up, hole up my nose.
Yeah, put it up your nose and I just blow as hard as I can. I blow it into your nose. That's how you do this.
Okay.
And then you don't have to hold them open yet because I don't think you'll sneeze as a reflex. I think it'll take a bit of time to sink in.
Okay.
Thankfully. Just nice to know we're covered legally for this because it seems silly.
Don't blow it too high.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm in your nose.
Yeah,
I'm in your nose.
Yeah,
Ready?
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to sneeze! Hold your eyes open! Or is he going to vomit? No. He hasn't enjoyed that, guys. Things have gone somewhat awry in the studio. Are you going to sneeze? No, he doesn't know what's happening. He's having a bit of a cough and a cry, but he's not sneezing yet, which is...
I feel like it's in my eyes.
He thinks it's in his eyes, guys. He feels like it's in his eyes. We have a tissue box. Seems to be empty. Here you go.
Tissue.
That's all right. So, yeah, just a bit of an update. He hasn't sneezed yet.
Oh.
We might even just call it there. We're just going to call that one inconclusive. So, bit of bad luck. Thanks for your emails. Keep them coming in. hamishandandy.com/topics. It's the only way you can get into this show.
I need another tissue.
Here you go, mate. There you go. Sorry about that, everyone. Sometimes science can go wrong. This is just the cost of doing science. And we look forward to talking to you right after this.
Wow. One topic per day on this show, Ham, and the topic today is eyes, of which I have one left in perfect working order, and the second one's a little bit red. I know why policemen use pepper spray now.
You got pepper powdered accidentally there, Ando. Look, we take full responsibility as the experimenters there.
Yeah.
No one really foresaw that happening.
But a great lesson to anyone, you don't have to do it.
No.
You definitely don't have to put
and the funny thing is it
nose.
didn't result in as many sneezes as we were hoping for. Quick recap if you've just joined us. We just used a bendy straw to just gently blow a little bit of pepper up Ando's nose,
and this
hoping to get a sneeze because we were going to see if you could sneeze with your eyes open.
This was the reaction.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to sneeze! Hold your eyes open! Or is he going to vomit? He's having a bit of a cough and a cry. Good fun. Oh, that's just the sounds of science, as they say.
Very peppery taste at the moment for me. I felt like pepper went in my eye, went up into my eye.
And we think it might have. We think it might have got into the sinuses. Yeah. So we've found out another little fun fact about eyes.
This was all to do with if we can make me sneeze, see if we can sneeze with your eyes open, holding your eyes open. I've had 3 or 4 sneezes since. I've forgotten.
We did a little run to the bathroom there. Just, flush your eyes out with water a little bit. Just double check everything's okay. Safety first at the station. That's always our rule. We're very much, we love science, but we also love safety. I poured a bit of milk in your eyes, Ando, just to show you that.
Which, again, I thought you were saying that's what they do.
Cops do that after they pepper spray someone.
Okay. So I was worried they're throwing another foreign object in. And
I understood your hesitancy. But again, trust me, chief scientist of the show, I definitely know what I'm doing in these scenarios. I'm against animal testing.
Yep.
And again, what we just saw on you there is a good reason for everyone to be against animal testing.
Yeah.
Because animals, whether they're rabbits, orangutans, chimpanzees, or Andy Lees, should not be tested on like that. Because I didn't enjoy seeing an animal in that level of pain.
No.
So I used my science knowledge to tell you about the milk fact.
Yeah.
Pour the milk in your eyes. Helped out, didn't it?
It did actually.
You can put milk in your eyes. Milk is probably the best thing to put in your eyes.
Behind water?
Even better than if it was dry water or salty water, that's bad to put in your eyes. Milk, cow's milk, is...
Okay, hang on.
You're
saying this on completely unfounded information. We can't
They say...
you're saying...
If you run out of eye fluid, you're almost just as good to have milk in your eyes.
It's not
true.
true.
A very magical substance, milk. It's like putting a tooth in milk to keep it alive.
Anyway, the video's up, I think, at hamishandandy.com.
But look, at the end of the day, you feel great.
And
I
thank
feel
you,
fine.
Emily, for your email.
Sorry we couldn't actually answer the email. That's probably the worst result out of this is you've been to hell and back just quickly, and the results are inconclusive because it didn't make you sneeze, just made you gag a little bit. So a lot of good fun had there by everyone.
Hey, we're still bouncing back from the experimental.
We'll be okay.
Yeah. Hey, one topic per day on this show, and the topic is eyes today. People corresponding at hamishandy.com/topics, which is great. Yeah. Just wanted to...
You look fine. Everything's fine.
A bit of feedback for you and your eyes.
Interesting.
Nothing to
coming from a man that's got some little bloodshot eyes at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to throw stones.
Look, a number of people have said it. You wink too much. Don't wink at me when I say that. You're a bit of a winker.
I'm a great winker.
You're not a great winker. You're a winker.
I'm a great winker.
Yeah. See, you're winking
right.
again.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic punctuation.
No.
Jack knows.
It's fine on occasion. This is my point to you.
All right, mate. I think I understand what you're saying.
No, don't wink at me again. Let me just go step you through how many winks is fine. Right?
You're probably underestimating it, but what do you think as someone that's probably obviously a bit nervous with a wink? Maybe you're a bit clumsy with a wink.
Well, I'm winking constantly out of my left eye at the moment after the experimental.
A few too many winks go on here.
But occasional winks, great. Normal, pleasant, can be a surprise when you're like, oh, that's nice. Okay? So, more than occasional leads to people to think that you might think you're too smooth, you're too suave. You know, they like that kind of...
It's a very reassuring thing. All good
you're
leaders
not the
wink.
Fonz,
All good
you're
leaders
not Joey
wink.
from Friends.
Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan does a number of winks in that film because he's a good leader of men. He does a bit of, look, we're not all going to get out of this. Some of us will. Wink.
No, he doesn't. I actually don't remember Tom Hanks winking in that film. Anyway,
take our lives, I'll never take our freedom. Mel spots someone in the crowd. Wink. This is going well, isn't it? That's a good leadership move. I think Obama winks more often than you'd think he does.
That's not true. More often than that, you become a creep.
Yeah.
It's potentially, locking people in your attic type thing.
Just from winking.
Well, too much winking, and then there's moves on to always winking is a twitch.
That's an involuntary muscle spasm.
You're halfway between, with the amount of times you wink, you're halfway between kidnapper and twitch.
I think I'm right up there with Saving Private Ryan sort of levels of leadership of winking. Have you seen Master and Commander? Russell Crowe winks almost every scene in that because he's a ship captain.
I haven't seen that film. That's why you've chosen it as an example.
Well, it's a wonderful example of a man. Here he is in command of a ship on the high seas. Pirates attacking, storms attacking. Yep. He's got the bloody government crawling up his behind. Yeah. Look after our ship. And the whole time he's just saying to his men, I know we're facing certain death. Let's get on with it.
And winking.
And winks.
All right. Anyone who has seen that, email in to testify whether that's true or not. It's the happy
Write
hour.
in and tell us, what scenes do you think the leader of a film could have added more authority by adding a wink? And what we want to do now is something very exciting, possibly never attempted before on radio, under the topic of eyes, a radio staring contest.
Yes.
You'll be the adjudicator here in the studio. We're going to call somebody at random. We've had a bit of a discussion. We've decided we've gone for a library. Yeah. Someone in a library is nice and honest. They have the chance to win something incredible.
What's that?
A business brunch coaster.
Hey.
A happy hour coaster.
Okay, well...
Signed.
By who?
Michael Jordan.
Well, that's not true either.
No, we'll do our best Jordan signature.
Okay.
I'm sure you can find a picture of it online.
Well, we'll get our best, the best athlete we can find in the next 2 weeks.
Jordan.
Well, we can't do Jordan.
But we can copy his signature.
But that's not very nice. That's not very good. Anyway.
Well, we're not the honest ones here. They are. No, we have to be as well, because here's the way it works, though, is it's got to be, you can't just have to admit when you blinked.
Yeah.
And now we can't use you as the starer. You're blinking quite a lot for some reason this show. I don't understand why. But let's give it. We got the number? All right. Now, hopefully they're not busy serving someone, because they're just going to stare at them, and that would be weird.
State Library, Paul speaking.
Hey,
Paul, how are you doing?
Not bad.
It's Hamish and Andy here, mate. How are you?
Good.
Good.
First of all, big fans of the library. We do love a library. We're actually calling with a bit of an exciting opportunity for you today, Paul. We are doing a show dedicated completely to the topic of eyes, and as part of that, we have invented a radio staring contest. Now, since obviously we're not in the same room, you and I, Paul, this is going to be an honesty-based staring contest, okay? And that's why we've called the State Library, because we think you guys are honest people.
Right.
If you win, we will send to the State Library, you can put it on display if you like, a happy hour coaster. That's the name of our show.
Yeah.
And it's signed, that will appear to be signed by Michael Jordan.
Rightio.
Okay, are you happy to play along?
I'll give it a go for you.
Okay, so on the
Okay.
count of three, you can close your eyes now, just juice them up. That's what I'm doing.
And then on the count of three, you both have to start staring. Yes, let us know when you blink.
And if you blink, you just have to admit it. If I blink, I'll do the same. You ready, Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'm
here
closing my eyes now.
Yep,
great.
and your time starts in 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes, start staring. Oh,
I'm not
Hamish.
happy with my start, actually.
Hamish is staring now. He's squinting, but he still hasn't blinked. How are you
I'm
going,
looking
Paul?
into a-
I'm staring.
Yep.
I'm not blinking, I don't believe.
I'm not blinking. I've picked a bad... for some reason, I've got a bit of a glare in my eye.
I'm blinking.
Have you
You're
blinked?
Yes.
Oh, you blinked!
I'm only human.
Great
Bad
honesty.
luck.
Because I was watching Hamish like a Hawkeye.
Bad luck.
Because
I think I was only a second behind you there, Paul.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's exhilarating, isn't it?
Oh, marvellous.
Yeah.
Unique experience.
Well, Paul, you haven't won the coaster that would appear to be signed by Michael Jordan. But I suppose in a sportsman-like gesture, what's the rarest book there that you could could we get a book?
I don't know about you can get a book. We've got lots of rare books.
Yeah.
What's the rarest? What's the jewel in the crown?
I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing we've got a first edition of Origin of the Species, Charles
geez.
Darwin.
I wouldn't mind that.
Hang on, hang on.
I
I just
love
realised what's
Charles
happening.
Darwin.
I just realised what's happening here. But Hamish is expecting you to give him something, Paul, which was not in the rules
do you reckon,
whatsoever.
Do you reckon you could get me a copy of Origin of the Species that looks like it's signed by Michael Jordan?
Highly improbable.
Paul, you don't have to do that at all. Thank you very much for playing along.
Okay, guys.
Cheers, mate.
No worries. Okay, cheers.
Thanks,
Bye.
mate. Cheers, bye. And what a show this has turned out to be.
Hasn't
Ham.
it, Ando?
A stare-out contest, experimental as anything, where you blasted pepper up through my nostrils. It came out my eyes. Felt like I've been pepper sprayed.
Just hoping for you to sneeze. That didn't turn out to be the case.
Yeah.
During songs, we have been trying to flush your eyes out. Just with a bit of water and just a bit of good fun.
Yeah.
Video,
HamishNetty.com.
We've had a few sneezes, though, haven't we?
Yeah. We haven't captured any of them.
Every time you sneeze, catches us off guard, and we haven't been able for you to hold your eyes open. That was the initial test we were trying to do to see if you can sneeze with your eyes open, and if, in fact, your eyeballs do pop out of your head. So far, much to everyone's dismay, your eyeballs have remained inside your head.
Yes. Hey, we should thank Latina Think Fresh, but to finish up, got an email from Happy Chappy Cameron who says, I know it's a bit left field, but last year when Usain Bolt was in Australia, the girl I was seeing ended up back at his penthouse suite at the Hilton with him.
Oh.
Yeah. I wasn't
And
expecting
Cameron?
that. No, Cameron didn't get the call up. He said, I wasn't expecting that. I can laugh about it now. Anyway, she does have nice eyes.
Oh,
So maybe that's what...
Good enough link for us.
Cameron joins us now. Cameron, thank you for joining us, mate, and opening up.
How are you?
Do you think it was her eyes that Usain Bolt was initially gravitated towards?
I think it very well could have been. I think that could have been it. I know she's got eyes that athletes love, apparently. So
Now, did Usain usurp you? I suppose is the question here. I mean, were you guys steady at the time, and he just bolted in, quite frankly, the world's fastest speed to steal her away?
Yeah. We were going all right. Things were looking promising, and then the world's fastest man kind of got in between.
He's
and
quick, he's slippery, and you got the classic Usain usurp. So. Cameron, how did you find out about this?
Well, I was actually in the city, and I was checking my phone, going through the Facebook news feed, and I'm getting all these pictures of Usain Bolt on my news feed that had been directed to her. And then so I rang her up, and I just said what's going on? And I said, did you see Usain Bolt at the nightclub? And she said, well, no, I kind of saw all of him. So.
Right, so she's bragging. Hashtag Usain brag.
And then do you just from there go, okay, well, that's it for us?
Well, yeah, I was in shock a bit. I was thinking, how do I kind of match that? And when I found out I was at the bus stop, and he was on the billboard next to it. So I just thought, this is just rude.
This is like a scene out of a rom-com. Bus drives through a puddle, you get splashed.
Well, I know what you can do. You can go up with a can of graffiti and you can draw something on that. I think glasses is always funny.
Is there a part of you, Cam, as a man, to just go, look, he's got me. I can't fight this.
Yeah.
Every guy, even if they've been usurped by Usain, every guy just at a primal level goes, well, he's the fastest man on earth. We have to respect him. That's the law of the jungle. Yeah. Is there a bit of you that goes, listen, I won't get mad if you could get me a signed shoe or something?
Yeah. I had to look at the positives. I thought, oh, well, he's the fastest man in the world. It was probably over in 9.5 seconds.
Cameron, thanks for joining us, mate. Really appreciate it.
No worries. Have a good one.
That's all we got time for this happy hour. A great one on Eyes. The podcast at HamishNetty.com.
And the video of the science test gone horribly wrong with the pepper up Andy's nose will be available shortly.
I think it's already up.
Is it up?
Yeah. Well
Web
done.
keys are jazz, moving as fast as Usain Bolt.
The podcast you can also get at iTunes alongside Gap Year. If you missed it on Monday night, the episodes are up at the moment of Gap Year Asia. We'll catch you next time.
Have a good one.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.